Jim Whaley.
Good evening. Federal Cabinet tonight took the bold step of permitting homosexuals to serve in Australia's armed forces. It was a defeat for Defence Minister Robert Ray and military chiefs who'd lobbied strongly against lifting the ban. The opposition says Senator Ray should resign and would look at reintroducing the ban if elected next year. Kathy Swan has the latest from Canberra.
It's official. The provisions discriminating against homosexuals in Australia's Defence Forces are to be lifted immediately, following today's decision in Federal Cabinet. The key argument in favour of lifting the ban on homosexuals was that it was in breach of human rights and equal opportunity laws. But Defence Minister Robert Ray had opposed its lifting along with Defence Force chiefs who advised against the move on the grounds that it could threaten morale and cohesion. The Armed Forces Federation of Australia says the decision was inevitable.
It's disappointing as well because it would appear as though the service chiefs have not been allowed to get on with what they want to do, which is to run their own arms of the Defence Force.
Overseas, Canada has recently announced the lifting of its ban on homosexuals in the Defence Forces, and US President-elect Bill Clinton has promised to do the same. But if there is a change of government here at the next federal election, the coalition says they'd reinstate the ban.
Well, that depends on the advice of the service chiefs, and it depends also a bit on the timing of the election.
A statement by Prime Minister Paul Keating says the decision reflects broad support in the Australian community for the removal of employment discrimination of any kind. It adds that Cabinet does not believe the move will have an adverse effect on morale or cohesion in the Defence Forces. Even before Cabinet reached its decision, the RSL was warning that it wouldn't work.
It'd be a breaking down of discipline. Moral standards are downhill. Where are we going in this country?
Veterans organisations have also been alarmed at reports Australia is actively considering defence cooperation with Vietnam.
I suppose sometime in the future the time will be right, but I think it's just too early.
The Defence Minister says any contact with the Hanoi regime is subject to the strictest conditions.
If Vietnam over the years becomes a democratic non-communist country, we'd have defence dealings with them, but not before.
Kathy Swan for Nightline.